I'm an official who's working on a system whereby I can access any person in South Africa who is registered. And this prophet, the names that he's using, they are nowhere to be found. Really, who is he?
I personally, I was one of the guys who were searching for prophecies. And we'll go and interview somebody while you are recording. Then later on, we'll send the recording, we'll type, then we'll send it to the prophet. It's a team that is set aside, that you go, like if you are having the service on Sunday, we'll go on Saturday night, then we'll do some prayers. Then after doing some prayers, then people obviously will come to you and say, "Man of God." Then you take them outside, you start talking to them, like asking them questions. What's your name? Then the person will be just like, "I'm talking to a man of God." Then they'll tell you all their details, their problems. Then later on, you go in the car, you type the message, you send it to the prophet. So I will check before the service where he's sitting. I'll take a picture, I'll send to the prophet. I'll just go out. I'll picture him, so that sometimes it differs. Sometimes it tells you, can you picture him? Can you tell me which row number is he in? So that he can say row number 5 and get to a point like, I don't believe any man of God. For me to come here, it's my fiancé who said, "Please, I know you know a lot. Can you just go there?" Then I come here the first time. What I saw, I was convinced. That's why I kept on coming. Because what I have seen, and what I have, even miracles, like people who are sick will go and will look, if somebody is limping, there is a possibility that if he leaves his crash, he can walk. So we'll go and notice those people, then we'll make them to sit in the front row. Then we'll go and tell the prophet, there is a healing. So he'll go in front, then he can just say, "You people stand up and walk." And after, if you check those people, if you go back right now, they are still on their wheelchairs and they are still with their crash. All the type of the ladies that the prophet requires. So this is what we can go and do. "Hello, my sister. Obviously, you're a man of God in that church and people, they know you. So no one will brush you off. Then can you please give me your number?" They will give you your number. Then you go and give the prophet. Then later on, the prophet will request to see that lady. Then actually sometimes you are given money. Can you go and give her the money? Then they will call her, come with an Uber. Then she will come. They do what they will do. All the articles that you can see, let me say it. All the articles that you can see that there are people that are blaming a man of God, like false allegations, whatever. Actually, those were not false allegations. This is what we do. If I know that you are sleeping with this lady, and this lady wants to retaliate, we'll tell the prophet, and they own those newspapers, then they'll send the article before the lady goes to confess. So the time that you come and say, "They've done this to me," actually there's already a newspaper that says there's going to be false ladies, or he comes in church and he prophesies that this is what God is showing me. I knew what I was doing was wrong. Right now, the ladies that I know that are willing, there are those who were there who believed that the people those were prophets. So they've got this conscience that if we are to speak out, they will curse us. Who that knows that these people, I always tell Sean, they are not prophets. I know all the things, the prophecy, the healing, the miracles. It was me who was part of the team that, so you can never convince me in anyhow. As we know what needs to be done. Sometimes him will be even shocked. Like, guys, after the service, we are being called at the hotel, and he's like, "How did you do that miracle?" The cameraman is also controlled by us. When we are coming with our things, he cannot come and he cannot film us when we are coming. You just see things there. Well, truly speaking, I have done a lot. Calling fire from heaven, which was never called from heaven, mixed some certain chemicals. So the moment you mix those chemicals and you do this, what do you call it? Smoke will start coming out. Then eventually fire will come out. It was on an open air, and in every church, a person comes and some of them quite what you call spirit and that lighter prayed. So we came like we were many, then the guy was standing there, he didn't know anything. So the moment that we lighted, and on his jacket it was, so obvious the mic was closed. The moment he saw it, it's like, then before we give you the mic to confess, we first ask you, were you doubting the man of God? Yes, I was doubting. Actually, this is what I'm saying now. Even the pastors who are close, I mean very close, they know nothing. Because you send the prophecy around, you send the prophecy around 3:30 in the morning, you should be done so that you can have time to rehearse for the service. So it's only you guys who does the prophecy, and the team that does the prophecy, actually there are people that when you see them in church, they are just loitering around and you never suspect that this is what is happening. So we'll do the prophecy, and about the ladies, you even know the bad part of it. Other people, they are still keeping it, but let me speak it. At first, it was about beauty, but now it's no longer about beauty. Because they can sleep with about 5 to 6 per night. The ladies who are there, they know, and because they love money, they won't tell you there. People won't confess while at least they are still getting money. The day that they are kicked, that's the day that they will start crying. But they cannot go anyway. Because the day that I was chased from church, because I was chased with people with guns, whatever. They said, we don't want to see you here. I said, it's fine. So my life I feel that I'm not safe. Even other guys, the security guys were telling me, Charles, your life is not safe. So I had to go to the police station, but it was of no avail. Because you go to the police station, they will delay you, while they are trying to communicate with him that there's somebody who's trying to open a case for you. So you get to the police. So the ladies now, there are many people. Some that I know of, they are even dead now. But you cannot go and say it to anyone, because the moment you go and say it to someone, that person will start saying you've got a demon. Another friend of mine, she's very close to me. When she was there, she never told me, but we were close. We even fought about it. Then when she was chased, or when she was, I don't know, that's when she came to confide with me, like, Charles, this is what happened. She was pregnant. Then the man of God came to her and said, God told me that if you are to keep this baby will break my ministry and my marriage. So you need to go to abroad to do abortion. And she was given money, and she was told, the doctor that will do abortion there, you won't pay him anything, he's our doctor. So she went there, she did the abortion, she came back. But to what she told me, she came with, I will bring her. Yeah, she was given a bottle with blood the blood that came out when they were doing abortion. Then she gave the man of God. Then the man of God said, it is well. Then eventually they cut her out. Then the moment that she tried to stand up, they are very good at killing people. Like the moment, like what my brother was saying, it's 100% true. I have seen people that knows a lot, but eventually once you die, they'll go back on their altar and say that person was fighting me and my God killed him. But it will be somebody that is sent. The people like me and the other team who were entrusted will just go and tell the pastor, because he knows that Sean is anointed. I'm just giving an example. Then Sean will go to the pastor and tell him the prophecy. Like, God is saying this, this and this and this. Or the man of God will call you wherever he is and say, in church today, there's going to be a lady with this issue, blah, 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 according to our information. Then the son will be like, Papa has prophesied wherever he is, so the son will come with that prophecy in church. There's this thing of people calling, like somebody's going to call you right now. The prophet will declare within some split of seconds or some minutes, you see your phone calling, like somebody calling. Or they'll ask you, you were divorced or you're fighting with your husband. I said, yes, Papa. He said, okay. To show you that God has restored your marriage, let that man call now. It's not like the husband is calling. When you get home, you'll be even shocked because your husband will tell you that I don't know what you're talking about. This is what we'll do. We'll talk to the person. We know how to, we used to know, because I'm no longer there. We used to know that if this Sunday is the Sunday of this, then we have to do miracles like this. So we'll go to you, we'll talk to you. You give us the phone, obvious, because you trust that I'm a man of God. I know that you are saying, I'm having a problem with my husband. So I'll ask you, how do you save your husband? You tell me Dali or Lavi. Then I'll go there, I'll put my numbers, I'll delete his number. I'll put my number, I'll write Lavi. So the moment the prophet said somebody's going to call, me, I'll be sitting there or I'll be standing at the sound system. I'll just buzz. That's why you normally see in these churches where people call, no one gets to answer the phone. You just see the phone calling, but no one answers the phone. I used to ask him when we were in good terms, like, what about this? About sleeping with ladies. To me, it's not like I need somebody to tell me. Me, I know it. Because at one point, no, not at one point, and several times I have even suggested and took some there. They know. And from what I've realized after working with them for such a long time, I realized that they know the truth and they have nothing to do about it. It seems like it's a deal. That you do this, I do this. Because this other prophet that I know of, he does one-on-ones. But he does not take the money for one-on-ones. The wife is the one that makes the calendar of one-on-one. And the money goes to the wife. So I get to a point that I know that it's a deal. They do what they are doing, and if you are there, let me say this, if you are there and you find something that is very strange about yourself, the way how they sleep with girls is not only them. Let me not put the blame on them only. Even the sons. Once you are under them, it's something that happens. So eventually you won't question him, because the moment that you question him, he asks you, what are you doing? So at the end, once you are a son, it's something that happens automatically, and you might not know it is happening, but you'll be sleeping with ladies.